What's going on, my Unit Galaxy? It's the Central Man here. So this is my review of the Comdemned. This movie was released in April of 2007, starring Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vinnie Jones, directed by Scott Wiper, who also screenplayed another movie, the 2012 film called A Cold Light of Day, starring Bruce Willis and Henry Cavill. This movie was produced by Lionsgate and also WWE Studios. And bit of a side note, Wiper also directed another WWE Studios film, The Marine 3, starring The Miz. This movie is all about prisoners who's really facing the death penalty, surrounded on an island, killing each other on a reality TV show. That is basically the movie's all about. You know, prisoners on an island, killing each other on a reality TV show. You can tell it's a bit fucked up. This movie was received very badly. I saw this on Netflix. I'll get to my final thoughts in the end. This movie was rated 18. I think in America it's rated R. And this was the downfall. I'll get to the downfall of the movie a little bit later on in this review. So, anyway, so the cast of this movie, like I said, we've got Stone Cold Steve Austin as Jack Conrad, or Jack Riley. He served in the U.S. Army. He got sentenced to an El Salvador prison. I think he was working in a cartel, a drug cartel. He was killing multiple people in El Salvador. That's basically the backstory of Jack Riley's character, Austin's character in this film. Sadly, Austin's career in acting, it never took off. Sadly, yeah, he's still acting to this day, but in low budget and DVD films. It's not like he's made it in Hollywood. Is sadly, you see, like the funny about that Night of Day, that The Rock's career is starting to boom in Hollywood. He's been the big star for the last 10 to 15 years. He's the master draw in Hollywood, and even now with Batista's doing well in Hollywood. He's appeared in in the Marvel movies, as Drax, and also he's appeared in a movie called Struba, that spy movie. It's similar to The Game Plan, The Rock's movie in 2006, and right now John Cena is in. I don't say he's doing well in Hollywood. He's starting to be in Hollywood movies. He's going to be in the second Suicide Squad film. He's going to appear in the new Fast and the Furious movie. I think he's appeared in Firehouse. I don't know about my opinions on that movie. I'm going to review that movie one day. It's got John Leguizamo as well. I'm a big fan of him, but I don't know. Yeah, for Austin's career, it never took off. I think the only one major blockbuster film he was in the first Expendables movie, with Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Dolph Lundgren, Jet Li, I think. Arnold appeared in a cameo, Eric Roberts, he was, a villain in this film. Anyway, so we got Vinnie Jones. Before that, the most of the cast of this film are not from America. They're mostly from Australia. Instead of Austin, who's from England, America. Vinnie Jones is from England. I'll get to his character a little bit shortly. You got this Japanese guy called Saiga, who's basically Vinnie Jones' henchman in this film. Doesn't speak a lot of English. He mostly speaks Japanese in this film. And speaking of Vinnie Jones, we've got Vinnie Jones, who plays, he plays McSturven. I think that's his name. He's similar to Austin's character. He also served with the British, the SAS force, it's called. He also, I think he got discharged and also got sent to an African prison. He was the saving grace of this film. This film was received very poorly. I think Rotten Tomatoes given like 50%. I'll get to the negatives later on in this review. I'm trying to talk about the cast of this film. He is the saving grace of this film. He was killing fucking people. He's killing crew. He was killing the production crew. He's killing, the other prisoners on the island. He was kind of this wacko, nutter, lunatic character. Vinnie Jones is better off as a villain more than a hero, because Austin was basically, he is the hero in this film. Vinnie Jones is the villain. He was not the main villain. He was kind of like the co-villain. He was the saving grace. I kind of like his character. Anyway, we got some of these actors and actresses in this film. I'm not familiar of his work. And most of them are from Australia. They come from different countries, Australia, New Zealand, like that Japanese guys from Japan, Well, actually, he's born in England, but he's Japanese. I'm guessing he's like half Japanese, I think. Anyway, you got Robert Monone, if that's his name. He plays Breckle, who is the producer of this reality TV show called The Condemned. He's kind of like the main bad guy in this film. He's like delusional, twisted. He doesn't give a shit about the prisoners in the show. He's cared about making money and the viewership and the ratings. He was good. He wasn't fantastic, but he was good. We got Trolley Musette. She plays Julie in this film. I'm guessing her character worked with Breckle in this film. She was confronting Breckle about the quality of this show because it's more like it's manipulative. It was so very bloodthirsty. He's care about making money. He's just confronting Breckle because of the TV. He doesn't like the TV show. It's wrong. I don't know. Her character was a bit generic. The acting in this film. That's the reason why this movie was really poorly received. Her acting was okay. She wasn't fantastic. Musette appeared in small parts in other movies. She appeared in the sequel to The Matrix, Matrix Reloaded. That's the 2003 movie. She appeared in the she appeared in the Peter Pan movie, the 2003 movie, not the Return to Neverland movie. And the movie was it 2001, 2002. She appeared in small movies. Not really a big name actor or actress. Called this woman a man, but she's not really a big name actress. Manoni also appeared, the baddie in this movie, appeared in the Australian soap Home and Away. I'm not familiar with soaps. I'm not a big fan of soaps. I know what Home and Away is. I'm not a big fan of it. You got what's her name? Melody West as Sarah Kavanagh. She plays Austin's wife in this movie, and she's also from Australia. She appeared in she appeared in the best I kept saying best, but she appeared in an Australian soap called was it Neighbours. I'm not a big fan of soaps, soap operas. I used to watch EastEnders, but I kind of gone off it. I know soap operas is. Sometimes I watch a little bit of Coronation Street, Emmerdale. I know what Home and Away and Neighbours is. She's not really a big star, like compared to the Helmsworth brothers, Chris and Liam and Margot Robbie. I don't know if Rebel Wilson was in Neighbours. I don't know, but yeah, Melody West. She was okay. She plays the wife. Doesn't know that her husband was missing. She did okay, but not fantastic. Her acting was fine. We got Manu Bennett as Paco, and I've done my research. He plays Slade Wilson in Arrow, the CW show that will take place 5 years after this film. He did okay. He was this buff Mexican. Her character got killed off by Vinnie Jones' character. Basically he shot him. He broke his leg. He tortured his wife in this film. He broke his leg with a log, and also he handcuffed Bennett's character, Paco, on a tree, seeing his wife died, and also Vinnie Jones' character got killed up. He killed Manu Bennett's character off. He killed Paco. He basically shot him with an arrow and set him on fire. And he'll be 5 years later he'll be Slade Wilson. I think that's it. And you got Rick Hillman as Goldie. He plays Breckle's tech producer. He's kind of stupid in this movie because there's one scene like after basically you had Paco, McSturvey and Saiga, Vinnie Jones's character and his henchmen tortured Paco and his wife, and he doesn't Julie doesn't like it, and then Goldie doesn't like it, and then also in the other scene they're in the jungle in the other parts of the studio. They're on top of the tower. You got like Breckle monitored the show. They confront Breckle again, and then also you got Goldie just saying, nah, he was throwing up because he doesn't like the killing of this film because because their character they think the show is barbaric. It's kind of barbaric. If they did it right now, I think no one will see two grown men or two grown men and adults killing each other for fun, for money. I see reality TV shows. They fight and argue, but you never see them like killing each other on television. You don't see that in today's real world, but you got like Julie and Goldie confronting Breckle. They think the show's barbaric, and then all of a sudden and by the way Rick Hellman's character appeared in plays what's it called, Jerry Best in was it the Bernie Mac show. Not familiar with the show. Yeah, some of the actors are not really familiar. And all of a sudden, you just say, "Nah, I'm be back. I'm gonna go back to my production set." Basically, I'm going back to my sets. He's basically all of a sudden like he totally against this, and all of a sudden, no, he's still joining be on Breckle's side. It's just completely stupid. Anyway, and also he got killed off in this film. He trying to confront at least with Rick Hillman's character, at least he's better than Troy Lee Moositz's character, because at least with Goldie, the character who truly confront Breckle, he's going after Breckle, and one of his crew member stabbed him. I don't know what the other, I think he's called what was it called, Jake Mulger. That's the actor's name. He was a guy with a beard. I can't remember most of the cast names and also the character's name in this film. Basically. He got killed. Someone like slit his throat. It wasn't Breckle's character. It was basically one of his staff killed him. Kind of slit his throat. Yeah, the movie was disappointed because the violence was toned down. Because I think the mistake is they're giving it like an 18 rating, because in America that would be rated R. I think that it was better off being a 15 more than an 18. That's just me. I saw this movie on Netflix. It was a bit disappointed about the violence. It was way toned down. No tits, no no nudity, no proper violence. That's really what an 18 is all about. Proper violence, nudity, mostly with the swearing. You get swearings in rated 15 movies and TVs or even games, but yeah, it's a bit let down of the violence. And also one scenes is in the dark, completely in the fucking dark. You can't see it because it's so dark, and that could be a letdown. And also, there's one character who was Creston. Also, he got fall in love with this woman called, I'm gonna butcher this woman's name, Yuwensta. I can't pronounce it properly, but she was kind of like another prisoner from Africa. She kind of distracted Creston. Also, the motives in why they're in this island. Also, they got tags. They tagged their ankles with bombs because the goal is you have to pull their red tags through their leg chains to make the bomb explode. I think they don't really need that in this movie because most of them, like Paco, got killed. He got shot through the arrow by McSurvey and set on fire. And also, the Jap got killed by Austin's character because Austin stabbed him through the chest with his own knife. So what's the point using the chains? And also, yeah, there was an Italian guy in this movie. I think it's called Dominique. This was like before they were about to go into the island, and was basically he got impaled of a spike. He's about to get, he thought he's gonna get pushed him through the sea. It was the same guy who killed Goldie's character. He was a guy with a beard. I think it was ginger hair. What's his name? Jake Mulger. I don't know. I don't know like I said, I don't know the actor's name or the character's the character's name and the actor's name. Sorry, my mind's a bit of a blank. He kind of pushed the Italian off the chopper, the helicopter, and he got impaled through a spike. It was near some beach. I kind of like that character. I wish he had more screen time. He only appeared there for like a cup of coffee, about close to like 2 to 5 minutes. He speaks mostly Italian, but a little bit of English. You got the German guy speaking German. He got killed. You know, he was the first guy because the woman, the black woman, you know, he kind of pulled Creston's red tag. They were like in this plane, and give Creston more of a backstory. He wants this fucking bomb off his ankle, you know, and also he talks about his backstory. He was in jail, went to Mexico, went to Malaysia, fell in love. I think his wife caught him up. He kind of snitched him, went to prison, and then he got it wasn't a love. It was more like seduce thing, distraction, and he took off his red tag of his ankle bomb, and he got blown up in the fucking abandoned, broken down plane. See, she got killed off. She got killed as well by Vinnie Jones. You know, Vinnie Jones stabbed, not stabbed, but shot that Wana. Sorry, I can't pronounce that woman's character's name. It was really her character's from Africa, but in reality she's from Australia as well. I don't know. I don't know. It's a racist thing. Yeah, you do get black people in Australia. It's not. Yeah, you got Aboriginals, but you do get like African Australians in Australia. You know, it's not just it's just whites and Aboriginals thing. You can tell it's multiple race in Australia. You do get a lot of Asians, you know, Chinese, Japanese origin in Australia because Australia's in a different continent. It's very close to Asia, but because Australia's in Oceania. So. Anyway, so she got killed by Vinnie Jones's character. Because basically, McSturvey shot her with an arrow in the back, shot in the arrow by Vinnie Jones's character, and her tag came off. A bomb was about to explode. Austin, they kind of tease it like Austin's character got killed off before he got blown up in the bunker. It was in the bunker. Austin managed to get out in the nick of time. Her character got blown up. And then there's one scene between Jones and Austin. They're fighting on the gorge, and Austin basically fall down the gorge into the waters because he's about to get shot by Vinnie Jones's character. And you see Austin's wife crying. Thought he shot him dead because he doesn't. Yeah, there was one scene like they're in this tower, and Austin calling his wife talked about this thing about the show, and he kind of her wife kind of confronts Austin a little bit. Why you didn't call? And Austin offers his wife money, and then he send him a location, like coordinations of the show's location. They're about to get, they sent the U.S. Navy to probably arrest Breckle's character, and we'll get to Breckle's character a little bit shortly. Yeah, Breckle's character was fine. He was okay. It wasn't terrible. Yeah, the acting was a bit wooden. And also, the violence was a little bit let down. People say the fighting was poorly choreographed. I kind of disagree. The fight was kind of like the good point of this film. Otherwise, why are we watching this? People want to see not just fighting in an action movie. They want to see more story progressing. I think it was a bit of let down, but I don't say it was super terrible. But I think it was. The movie was good. It was okay, but not fantastic or terrible. Yeah, it was a little bit messy with the plot, but it's just kind of like it was a mistake giving it an 18 rating. They should have given it like a 15 rating. The fight scenes were fine. They were good, but not fantastic and over the top. I think not Breckle, sorry. Basically, McSturvey, Vinnie Jones's character, won this reality TV show, and they released him from his ankle cuff, where he got the fucking bomb, and he wants his money, and basically Breckle refused to give his money, and also that pissed off Vinnie Jones's character. And Vinnie Jones, like I said, he was a saving grace in this film. He's a wacko, he's psychotic. He's grabbed like a fucking gun. He's shooting the producers in the tent. He also shot this woman called Bella, who's working with Breckle and Jake. He's shooting everyone in this fucking, basically in this in the tent. He lost his mind. He said, "You want reality? Here's my fucking reality. God cannot save you. I can save you." I fucking laughed my ass off, man. And also, there's one funny line in this movie. This was in the first act of this film. basically with the first time this competition between Riley and Breckle and Austin. It bring up, Austin brings up his hometown. He's from Alaska. I don't know what town in Alaska. It says a funny fish town called Fuck Your Mama. I kind of laughed. I'm glad they got the swearing in this film. You know. Yeah. I think Austin, like I say, he did well in this film. He did. Yeah. Sadly, his career did not took off. Yeah. The plot was nothing special. Like I said, it was a bit messy, but it wasn't like cringeworthy. It wasn't boring. It was fine for what it is. He killed Vinnie Jones' character in the tent after he shot down like staff of Breckle. Shot him dead because he got screwed. He wants the money and he never got the money, and Austin shot him dead multiple times, and then he was going after Breckle. Breckle was in the helicopter scene. Not in the helicopter scene. Why am I saying scene? But in the helicopter, he give Austin's, Jack Riley the salute. Julie, gives Austin the bomb. He removed the red tag of the bomb and throwed it towards the helicopter, and the helicopter exploded. And then also you got like on Austin reunited with his wife, and that was the end. So I don't know. I have a mixed bag of the wife. It's like, do we need the wife in this film? She was okay, but it's kind of mixed bag. But it's just what it is. The movie was, people give it like 15, Rotten Tomatoes give it 50%, but I don't say it was very terrible. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't great, but if I give it to a star rating, I'd probably give it like 2.5. No, I was about to give it 3.5 when the movie goes on, but yeah, you can tell like the messiness in this movie played why this movie was basically was really disappointed. So I give it like 2.5. I give it like 2. Yeah, I give it 2 stars. I think it was just basically just a standard action movie, nothing special. The fight scenes were good. I think the plot was could be a lot better. I think it was a little. If they just like tighten up the script a little bit better, it could be give it like 3 stars. I was giving it 3.5 stars. I think maybe it's not too bad. Maybe people are being hasty. Yeah, still popcorn entertainment with the fights and scenes, but in reality, this is just a standard almost say superhero movie. This is just a standard action movie. It wasn't boring, but the plot scenes was messy. The acting was a little bit wooden. Instead of Austin's character and Vinnie Jones's character, but that's just me. So, and also they set up a sequel that'll be in 2015. I think it was 2015. That's another WWE Studios film. But in the sequel, Austin was not in the sequel. It was Randy Orton. I don't know about the sequel. I don't know if it was way better than the first movie. I don't know. If I find it one day, whether it's on Netflix or on the DVD, find it on DVD. If I got the DVD, I'll probably buy the DVD. I'll find it on my local DVD shop, or even find it on YouTube. I'll probably watch it and review it in the near future if it's going to be the same as if the sequel is way better than the first movie. So anyway, so I think like in star rating, I give it like 2.5, or probably I give it 2.5, or it's between 2.5 or 2 stars. For rating, I'd give it 5.5 stars. Could be a lot better. That's just me. So that's my review of The Condemned. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button and subscribe to the Essential Man Network on YouTube. And this is Essential Man officially signing out. Check you later.